Hi, welcome back to the podcast. Today,
Hi.
I'm with my friend Marcus. So, Marcus, why don't you just introduce yourself a bit?
Hi, I'm Matthew is a dear friend of mine, right? And I'm 23 this year,
Mhm.
right? So I'm in the real estate industry for about close to a year. And yeah, I think the past year has been eye-opening year for me.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, today I brought Marcus in because I wanted to talk to him more about his job scope because it's something that I find a bit interesting. Because not only is Marcus working now, but he's also studying at the same time.
Yeah, correct.
So, actually, I want to ask, how is it like being in the real estate industry?
I think for me, personally, the learning curve was pretty steep at the start, right? Because I think coming off army straight away, you wanna do something. For me lah, right? After army, I straight away wanted to do something, right? So I went into the real estate industry, and yeah, I think there was a lot of learning to be done in the first year. Yeah, because then how do you transition right from being a student, right, and then you directly have to jump into being in the workforce.
Yep.
All right, not just in the workforce, but you have to deal with people, right? And over the past year, I think the best thing that I've learned is people management. Right, I think people's expectations, right, managing their expectations. This is something that I've I think learned, and what it was the most memorable thing for me throughout the whole year.
Understand. So, you say it's a steep learning curve, right?
Definitely
So,
lah.
what's like the hardest part of it? Like, what's the steepest, like the hardest part to learn to become a real estate agent?
I think it's not about knowledge. Okay, knowledge wise is one thing, right? But I think again it's really about people management skills. Right. I think it's something that we don't practice every single day.
Okay.
Or it's something that okay, even for myself, lah, right? I think at the start, or even before I went into the industry, something that I never really paid a lot of attention to. It's only until when I entered the industry and I realized that hey, actually people management skills is kind of important.
Yep.
Actually it's very important.
Yeah.
I think for every job, it's not just for real estate or any self-employed. I think even for day-to-day jobs, it's very important. Yeah, so that was one thing that I realized. And I think it's getting accepting the fact that, you know, it is something that I have to improve on, right, to be a better agent.
Yep.
Right, because I mean everyone that I've met so far, my clients, these are all people that they're not warm leads, right? Which means they are not family or friends.
Yep.
They are really strangers that I've met, and I have to take time to understand their needs and ultimately serve them lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Understand.
Correct.
I mean, why choose real estate? You see, there's so many other opportunities out there. For example, you have your insurance agents. Then online now, on like social media, they're always promoting like, you know, service-based agencies or doing drop shipping, which can make a lot of money. But why choose yeah?
I think there is no particular reason why real estate, right? I mean, when I was considering, I mean, definitely like after army, actually before army, you know, I was considering between real estate and insurance. I think it's very normal, right? So back then I was thinking, hey, you know, if I want to venture into industry, I want to do something that sort of like I'll be selling, you know, selling like tangible stuff, right? I think I am more comfortable with that. Yeah, so ultimately, I settled with real estate. Yeah, because it is something that you can see, right? If you know, if you buy a project and then it hasn't been built yet, you see from ground zero.
Yeah.
And maybe like 3 years later, it's like up.
Yeah.
I think that is something that you can see the progress.
Oh,
Yeah.
So it's like it's easier for you to visualize the end product lah.
Correct. So ultimately at the end of the day, I need to get a house, right? Everyone around me needs to get a house. So why not? And you know, we don't buy or sell house every day.
Yeah.
So why not do it as, you know, do it as my job? And then in the future, when I need to get a place of my own, all right, which is going to be a very important milestone in my life, right? Then I will make sure to do the best for myself.
Okay.
Right. So why not start with doing my best for everyone else? Then when it's time to do the best for myself, I'm more than ready
to serve yourself lah.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, okay. I think that's an interesting thing. But do you think that maybe, well, like okay, so basically like we talk about different kinds of products. So you say that you know, it's a tangible asset to sell. But well, from what I see online, sometimes like, because, you know, there's always some stigma against real estate agents. So
Definitely.
one of these real estate agents came out and said that like she's finding trouble to sell his product because like for example the house, because maybe it's just very hard to sell. Like it's not eye catching to certain demographics that or customers that come to him. So he says that he finds that he needs to struggle to, you know, kind of think of lies, or basically to put it crudely, to bullshit the house to sell better lah.
Yeah.
Do you think this is a very normal thing?
I don't think you need bullshit to sell a house, like, because in Singapore, I think every home will sell. Every home, I always believe every home will have its own buyer.
Oh.
It's just a matter of time.
Yep.
Right? If the house is in a bad condition, then repaint it lah. Or if your seller is okay with it, you know, do some you know, tidy up the place, right? Put some nice artworks and stuff like that on the aircon. Just make the whole environment better lah. I think, you know, all these are things that we can do ma. Yeah.
Understand.
I think okay lah, when I first started, I didn't think of all these sort of things. Honestly. It's only when I encountered it by myself, then I asked, you know, my mentor, my colleagues, you know, what are the things that I can do. So these are things that they suggested. I mean, even for myself, like if I were to have a viewing for buyers, right, come into the place, you know, if I were to on the aircon, even I feel better.
Oh yeah.
So even if I myself as the agent, I'm not even buying the house. If I'm the agent serving the acting for the sellers, right? Even if I feel better in the house,
yeah,
I think definitely anyone who comes in after me will feel so much better.
So what you're trying to say is that as a person that is selling a product, it's always best to give a customer service that would leave the customers wanting more lah.
Yeah, I think that would be nice. I think everyone wants to be treated in a nice way, right? So, yeah lor, they want to feel comfortable, man.
Yeah,
yeah, they don't want to come into a house that's like dusty or like very very humid, very warm.
Understand.
Yeah, people want to come into a place. Ultimately, they're buying a place to stay, so they want the place to be comfortable for them, cozy. So at least, you know, the first impression, let them feel it when they come in.
Yeah,
I mean, that was for me.
Understand. But is it hard to source out your product? You know, because like for other businesses, like I said, it's a lot easier to source out your product. But with housing, it's a very finite thing. Like like there's only so many houses you can sell, especially in Singapore, being it so small.
Yeah.
So is it hard to source out like potential clients?
At the start, yes, right? Because at the start, when you are a new agent, you don't really know what you can do and what not, right? So I did a lot of door knocking, right, for HDBs, right? Because that was free, I mean, I'm young, I don't really have a lot of capital to put inside into my business, right? So door knocking is one of the best ways for me, right? At the very beginning, I did like 2-3 times, sometimes even 4 times a week.
Yep.
Yeah, just to go and speak to more people.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to reach out to more people. I think it's like the more people you reach out to, the luckier you get.
Okay, understand.
Right. The more people you reach out to, then the likelihood of you getting someone is a lot higher.
Okay.
Yeah. Apart from that, you know, yes lah, we do spend a bit of money, social media, and then also sending out letters to owners, stuff like that. Yeah. So we have different ways of getting clients.
Understand. Social media is quite an interesting point because I see a lot of people using their social media, YouTube, all this kind of thing. There's even YouTubers that go and do like commentary on like how ridiculous the property is that they're selling.
Yeah.
Actually, what's your take? Like, would you? Because like what they are like promoting online is like $6 million kind of properties that even I myself as a Singaporean can't afford lah. So what do you think about? It feels like a flex to me lah.
Okay, it's not a flex lah, but I think naturally, I think some of those are home tours, right? Some of those are agents who are engaged by sellers to help them market their place, right? Some of them is likely to be new developments, right? So new launch projects, right? So I think all in all, for me personally, the reason why I use social media is because of exposure. Yeah, I always want to let the people around me or who are following me know that I'm a real estate agent.
Understand.
Yeah, so when I first started off, I was posting consistently that I'm doing real estate work every day.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you follow me, so you will know.
Yeah.
Everything, like I go door knocking, I'll take a picture. After door knocking, I'll take a picture.
Yeah.
I meet a client, I'll take a picture. Everything, I'll just take a picture, video, whatever, post on my story.
Yeah, it's quite ridiculous. It gets to the point where like he posts about him waiting for the client. And like, oh, okay. Good to know, bro.
Yeah, but there's a purpose behind it. The purpose is really to let the people around me know that if they need any real estate help, I'm here. Right? You'll be surprised. I recall this when I was posting constantly for about 3 months.
Yeah.
And then I have one of my friends who still DM me and said, hey bro, you real estate agent? Then I like, huh? I mean, I've been posting for 3 months constantly, which means what? That means for the past 3 months you haven't haven't seen any of my stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then to me it's really to let the people around me know that I'm here lah.
Yeah.
Right. So after a while, when I first joined the industry, I think it also takes the people around me some time to get used to the fact that I'm a real estate agent. Right. So that was somewhat of like a transition for myself and for the people around me.
Understand.
To know that, hey, Marcus is doing real estate.
And he's doing it seriously.
Yeah. I cannot expect people around me to take it overnight that, I'm a real estate agent, or to remember, right? So it took some time. Yeah. So to me, social media is really about putting myself out there.
But isn't it daunting because social media is such a platform that represents who you are as a person?
Oh yeah, it is.
Imagine few years down the line, you reach a point where maybe this career doesn't represent you anymore. It's not who you are. You lost touch with the career or this kind of thing. Then would you feel that you may regret putting yourself there?
I think so far what I've been doing, or how I see it is I don't let the career define me Yeah, I let myself. I mean, I define who I am. Yeah, so whatever I post and whatever it is, I always try not to just put real estate stuff on my Instagram. Although yes, sometimes it's just all real estate stuff.
Yeah.
But I try to put a balance of myself, my friends. Yeah,
Understand.
so I try to strike the balance for myself Yeah, so that even because sometimes you keep posting you will feel a bit tired Yeah, you will feel a bit mentally shagged. You don't want to post this, don't post that.
I agree.
So correct. I mean, it's just social media right? So sometimes I will when I hang out with my friends or this, I also take so that at least in my mind and my heart I know that okay, it's not just all real estate.
Understand.
Yeah, and then I also will feel better. Yeah, because then if I'm always posting about real estate stuff, like 100% just that, it's so boring.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to see out my friend's story.
Because at the end of the day, it's content creation.
Yeah.
Because I can relate to that because sometimes, when I do certain videos, when especially it's like those vlog style videos, it's very hard to constantly vlog, especially reach towards the end of the day, right? It's like you get kind of shagged.
Yes.
Because like you kind of just want to wind down a bit. The day's ending, you just want to chill. Then you have to think ahead, but I need to record this down. Because, it's part of the journey that I partook on.
Yeah, it's going to be very... I mean, sometimes, there are times where I feel, like I say, mentally shagged. I don't even want to post anything.
Yeah.
You just want to get off the grid. Yeah, there are times like that. I think we are just all human.
Yeah, I understand. But then, for your social media, do you ever feel that people actually come to you and ask you tell you that they're interested in joining this industry?
Have is have, but not a lot, right? So... I would say, I mean, I don't focus on some things. Yeah, my focus for social media is really just to let people know that I'm doing real estate.
Understand.
Yeah, then anything that comes in, of course, yes I will post like things like I'm selling this or whatever it is, or like I have a buyer looking for this, blah blah blah, stuff like that. But ultimately, it's really to just sort of like showcase. Yeah, and also. People do reach out, right? When you post something interesting. Yeah, so when posting, I don't just post about like, I'm doing this, doing that. Sometimes I will write a short caption. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this because my buyer told me to look at this development for them. Yeah. Because they like the place or whatever reasons. So naturally, when you write a short caption, right, then people who reads it and who resonate with it, naturally they will, reply here and there. So interaction
understand.
So all these kind of posts, I mean my mentor also tell me sometimes when we post, a lot of us just post for the sake of posting. Yeah, so it will be good to add in like a small little short caption and to explain
Like
why
explanation
yes,
so people get the gist.
yeah, so at least your story will have a bit more quality lah.
Yeah lah.
Like at least put more effort.
Understand.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. I didn't think of it that way. But actually, would it be possible for you to share like what is like one of the hardest kind of clients you ever dealt with?
Yes, of course. My oldest client so far, yeah, he's above 60 lah.
Yeah lah.
Right. Very stubborn man. Yeah, so he's very, very super insistent on his price. Right. And I mean his place is really original condition. It's a condo, it's a 2-bedroom condo in Sengkang. Yeah, and he's very insistent on the price. I think so insistent that we had several offers coming in. Like they were good offers. Yeah, why I say good offers because based on the past transacted prices, right? It is actually higher lah, way higher than the past transacted prices. Yeah, so naturally, I think when sellers meet buyers who are very sincere, right? Then they will tend to like, okay lah, if you are such a sincere buyer, okay lah, why not I just for this price, for a reasonable price, I would give this unit to you. Yeah, but he was so insistent. He just only wanted that one price. Yeah, so it took me some time. It took me some time to really market the place and to find that one buyer who was willing to pay above
the asking price.
Yes, above the asking, above the valuation price, and above whatever was transacted in the development.
Yeah, I understand.
And he was, because I think for slightly older people, they are more wary of like of paperwork, right? So we have this thing, when let's say when a buyer offered the price that my seller wanted, then we have to issue them an option to purchase. So the option to purchase is basically to given by the seller to the buyer, right? To say that okay, the seller is giving you, the buyer, 14 days or however much days to decide that you want to buy this property, right? So when I gave him the OTP, then I explained. I had to explain all the terms and conditions in the OTP, right? Then he would like scrutinize every clause in it because he would feel that the option to purchase favors the buyer more so than the seller. That's what he feels, but actually it's not. It's like 50-50 one. Yeah, the OTP and other documents is to protect all the parties who are involved. Yeah, but that wasn't what he felt. He felt like it was to help everyone else but him.
I understand.
Yeah,
so he feels like the whole world's against him.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
I mean, that I can't change.
Yeah.
It took me 1 hour plus
to convince him.
Yeah, to sit down with him to explain everything to him. Yeah, he was scrutinizing the finest details in the document.
Well, sounds like you have to go through a lot in order to provide us a good service.
Depends on the client. I think for such clients, then yes, naturally it will take more time. Yeah, because if they are more cautious, more worried, that's their personality, then no choice. Yeah, but I mean, if you have clients who are more easygoing, like they trust you with your work, as long as, I mean, they can trust you, but at the end of the day, I still make a point to explain it to them. Yeah. So that, if in an event something happens, right, then I don't have to come back and say like, hey, so sorry, I didn't explain to this to whatever. I cover whatever is necessary lah.
Understand.
So, yeah, so that when the time comes, then they would know because I would have already let them know beforehand.
Okay, actually speaking more about like how to say, like the service provider, right? Like you told me before that actually you had to go down and help to clean up a house and things like that. I wonder how come you have to do these kind of things?
I mean, okay, naturally, normally when we meet sellers, right, their house are not in the best condition, because every house is, I mean, even my house also a bit messy, yeah, because we stay there. So naturally, when the very first time I went there, it was a bit messy. Yeah. So then, after speaking to him, we talked about the numbers and the plan moving forward. Then he was okay to let me market the place. Yeah, but the place is a bit messy. So then I had to go in. I spent like about 2 hours as well.
Whoa.
Yeah, in his house, just in this shirt. I remember his house was a bit stuffy as well.
Yeah.
Because old client, right? So I had to help him shift a lot of cardboards, right, into the, like, because I have to take pictures.
Yep.
Right. So if I was taking pictures in the living room, then I have to move the cardboards from the living room into the kitchen. And then if I take kitchen, I have to move it out.
Wow.
Yeah, so he had cardboards all over the place. Yeah, I don't know why lah. He told me because when he's keeping these cardboards so that, you know, when he moves in the future, right, it's easy. I was like, okay lah, I mean, I close my eye lah, but he has so many.
Yeah. Like, how much is it? Like, ridiculous amounts.
Yeah, it's like big boxes of cardboards inside.
Huh, serious?
Yeah. I don't know, kidding. It's like at least 3 to 4 boxes.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and his cardboards are not inside the. Okay, he has one big cardboard box, and then inside the box he has several more cardboards, right? But it's not all inside.
Serious?
Yeah.
There's still some lying around.
Yeah. Correct. He'll have like 2 to 3 at the side of the wall, and then another 2 or 3 at the side of the wall.
Okay, but it's just it's because of kiasu mentality lah. I understand.
Yeah.
So
cleaning up the place as well. I do some mopping, sweeping on the floor, stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, it's really just so that when I take the pictures, it will look
presentable.
Yeah, much more presentable.
Understand.
Yeah, because all these are first impressions, man. Yeah.
So it's not easy lah. This whole industry.
You'll get used to it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, naturally, this is just part of the job scope lah. Yeah, as long as I'm okay. I mean, I'm okay with it lah. It's not very tough lah. It's just 2 hours, man.
But what advice will you give to people who want to enter into the industry?
Oh, better think twice. I'll think many times. Yeah, I think a lot of you will bang a lot of walls, I would say, right? Yeah, like I said, learning curve will be steep. Then you have to stay committed.
Yeah.
There are days where like I'm like, wow, I don't know whether or not I can do this or do that. Yeah, there are days where I doubt myself. Everyone has that lah. Yeah, but more so, I would say more so in this industry because you will be the effective cause of whether or not you market a place or not. Yeah, you are the direct cause, man. So a lot of times, yeah, you need to have. I mean, you need to have a lot of self-belief, lah, I would say.
Understand.
Yeah.
Understand.
And yeah, don't give up.
Yeah, I think that honestly, in the end of the day, real estate is it can be perceived as a very saturated industry because there are a lot of people for this many houses in Singapore. But I think like Marcus says, it's important to just have that commitment.
Yeah.
And the drive lah to stay in the career.
Sometimes it's a little bit of blind faith as well.
Yeah, I understand. But I mean, risk is always there. You always have to take a risk.
I think every industry up there lah. I think it's the same lah. I don't think anyone starts out, you know, feeling so good and like on fire from day one. Yeah. I don't think so lah. Okay lah, maybe there are, but this is not the case. This is not the people that we should. I think rephrase. Right, these are not the normal standard, right, that we should be looking at. Yeah, if we be realistic, these are probably like people who, like from the get-go, you know, they really know what they have to do and stuff like that.
Yep.
But the general is people need some time to get used to it. Yeah. So sometimes, like I say, sometimes it involves a bit of blind faith.
Yeah, lah. I get that. Actually, now moving away from ER a bit, but then like now you're studying, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, you're doing a full-time studies actually.
Full-time studies.
But then you're working full-time also.
Yeah.
So actually, I had a conversation with my mom recently, which is like basically we talked about how, you know, as education is something that we should fully, you know, immerse ourselves in because it's a life experience. But then your case is special in a sense, but also a lot of people are emulating your life, which is they're working full-time and they're studying full-time.
Yeah.
So actually, do you feel that you're losing out on this educational experience? For example, the networking that you can make, or like just putting yourself out there, you know, just fully focusing on studying?
I think my take is, if you are not studying, right? I mean, in Singapore, if you're not studying, then you're working.
Yeah, lah.
Yeah. So if I'm not exposing myself in my university life, I'm not enjoying my life there, I'm exposing myself elsewhere. Yeah. So it's a matter of, to me, I lose here, I win there lah.
Understand.
Yeah, I cannot win both sides, man.
But if like given the opportunity, like you could study overseas, everything paid for, yeah. would you still pursue a career like this? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Correct. If I had a chance to study overseas, I might just take it though.
Yeah, right.
I might just take it. I mean, if it's fully paid for,
Yeah,
I mean, it's free, man. You know, you go overseas and stuff like. Okay, even if it's not
like you
100% free,
like subsidized.
Yeah, subsidized. I think I would try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's something that, I mean, traveling overseas, I think even for a good just 6 months, like exchange,
it's life changing lah.
Yeah,
it is.
It's gonna be eye opening, ma. You spend 6 months in a country. I've never spent that long in a country before. Yeah. So, and it's gonna be an experience of a lifetime. Yeah. No matter what lah, it is something that I would definitely want to do.
Understand.
Yeah, but you don't. I mean, that's what I would want to do.
Understand.
Right? If everything is like so well, like all rainbow and sunshines. Yeah, but it's not, ma.
Yeah, understand.
So I make a decision based on what I feel was best for me at that point in time.
Okay, gets. So, actually, I want to ask you, like, you know, embarking, you know, you're taking on so many things at the same time. Definitely, other aspects of your life will be affected, lah.
Yep.
Correct. So, how is this affected, like, things like your friends or your family, you know, your other social circles? How is this career and you balancing your studies affected other aspects of your life?
I think spending time with friends and family definitely I definitely spend way lesser time with them, right? But at the same time, I think it helped me to sort of like see who are the people that I really want to spend time with.
Yep.
Like spending time means it's not like, hey, you want to eat dinner or something. It's not. Spending time means like, hey, you know, we come out and we have a good chat. Right? We really we talk to each other about our life, stuff like that. Like have quality conversations lah. Yeah. I realized coming into this industry and sort of like being busier.
Yeah.
Right. Help me to sort of like filter out like the people that I really treasure. Right. So same lah. I think for everyone else, I mean when we grow up, we all sort of like lose friends, right?
Yeah lah. It's very normal.
Yeah, very normal, really very normal. So I think working first, right, just help to quicken the process.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's inevitable.
I think Marcus and I share the same experience from when we were back in school last time, where we were immersed with a lot of people, a lot of acquaintances lah. And we thought we were friends. Close friends, yeah. But I think it's a seasonal thing. I think as you grow up, you realize that, you know, there are people that stay for a reason.
Yeah.
And there's those that are there only for that time being.
Yeah.
I think it's nothing wrong. But it's just, sometimes you think back, it's like a bit wasted lah, right?
Yeah lah. I mean, everything happens for a reason lah. So, I mean, those friends, I'm still friends with everyone. Really. Yeah. It's just that, I mean, we all have 24 hours.
Yeah, have to be realistic lah.
Correct. I cannot every single day I spend like time with one friend. Yeah, there are people who I really treasure a lot in my life. And these are people that I want to give more time to.
Like you realize that the time that you can spend with people you care a lot more for can be taken from those that, like, you know, you're not as close to and to that relationship.
Correct.
Yeah. So because it's the time that you have when you're older gets even more precious, especially when you're working, correct?
Yes, exactly. So then when you're tired, that, you know, the things that you want to talk about, or like you just sometimes just the comfort of just having someone's, like your friend's presence there.
Yeah.
Like I can be like, honestly, when I spend time with my friends, we can just be sitting on the sofa. Yeah. And we just watch some stupid YouTube videos.
I get it. Yeah. I think even the most mundane things people you care about it's very heartwarming lah.
Yeah.
Like, be it like eating, like going out and like cooking a meal, or like just play FIFA is like it's a pretty heartwarming feeling, because you know you're spending time with people you care about.
Correct, yeah lor. I mean, it's at the end of the day, everyone has our own decision lah. Yeah. If I want to hang out with you, you also have to want to hang out with me.
Yeah lah, correct.
Yeah, and I mean, same thing lah. It goes both ways lah. Yeah, that's what I realized. It goes both ways. If I want to spend time with a friend of mine, but he or she doesn't want to spend time with me, then so be it lor.
Alright.
Yeah, because there's so many people out there. I mean, not say I have a lot of friends. I don't have a lot of friends lah. But there are so many other people that for you I neglect.
Yeah.
And then you don't spend time with them. bye-bye lah.
That's true. I can
Yeah.
agree with that. I
Yeah.
mean, end of the day, relationships, be it friendships or romantic, it's a very two-way street. Needs to be doesn't necessarily be equal, but has to
Yeah.
be effort on both sides.
Yeah.
Because no relationship can ever be equal in effort.
Correct.
But you just need to give your best and invest the time into it lah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what's your plans moving forward? Like, do you see yourself long in this career, or is this gonna be just like a internship for a few years? Then after that, move on to something else.
I would say I would want to stay in this industry.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I think there are still many things that I have not sort of like experienced yet,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because I think 1 year in the industry is has been eye opening, but it's just not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely I would say for the next few years I want to be in the industry. Because I mean, this kind of self-employed work, right? You can't just say like you want to work for 1-2 years,
Yeah.
and then you expect to
To be a master
lot
at it
of
lah.
yeah, correct. It's not the case, man. I mean, any type of jobs, you gotta stay for some time. Yeah, so definitely. I mean, if I were to go and work in a 9 to 5, right, I also wouldn't want to work like 1 to 2 years and then I keep jumping around stuff.
Yeah.
Like that. I think it's more of like you want to stay, you want to prove your worth. Yeah, so if I were to work outside and I have that kind of mindset, then if I'm in a self-employed job, then naturally I also want to have that type of mindset.
Understand.
Yeah, I cannot say in 10 years time I'll still be here lah, because we don't know what's going to happen in 10 years, but definitely in the near future. Yeah, I want to stay here. I want to prove my worth. I want to see my hard work give me some good results.
Yep.
Yeah.
Understand. I mean, very interesting because nowadays I did a research paper on it for school. So I realized that actually young people like to change different job scopes or go into different industries every 5 to 6 years because it presents a different set of challenges. Because now people are not very driven by money as much. They're driven more by the experiences and the lifelong learning for some reason. But okay, I think it's very interesting. Not really because like what most people say, money is never enough on.
Yep.
Like you earn,
But money's still very important.
yeah, important lah. But look at the people who are so rich, they're already billionaires, but they still want to earn even more. It's like, where can it be? Like, it's never gonna be enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They will never stop lah.
Yeah, never stop. You never stop. But I think experiences are a lot more important. I mean, I'm glad that you are enjoying your career and you're taking more of an experience rather than, I mean, money is important, like you say, but I'm sure that it's not the only main factor why you are inside that career.
But although money is an important factor lah. I mean, it has to be lah. Realistically, it's a job, right?
And it opens your opportunities also, because you have more money to invest in marketing. You can do more things also.
Yes.
Understand. Well, thank you so much for today, Marcus. I think it was a very insightful talk.
No problem.
I think sometimes it's very hard to talk about people's career lah.
Yeah,
especially when we're young, I think it's important to just understand from our perspective.
Yeah.
Because maybe seasoned veterans, they look at it very differently because they're already very long in the career. They could have
I think perspective change because of whatever they experience.
and maybe they're kind of stuck in the loop already. Because like if they leave, then what else can they do?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you for today. Before we end, why don't you give us a song of the week?
Oh, alright.
Or what are you listening to now?
Yeah, I think my song of the week would be Games on Your Phone
Yep.
by 24.
24 Go, is it?
I think so. Yeah, go and check the song out.
Why that
it's
song? Why that song?
I like the beats, honestly. Yeah, I think it's very vibey.
Yeah.
It's something that I would listen when I'm driving. Yeah,
Understand.
so I'm into this kind of songs now.
Yeah,
like more of like hip hop.
Yeah. For me, because this is American hip hop, so I'll probably give you some like UK hip hop. So mine will be Baby by Aich and featuring Ashanti lah. I mean Ashanti was sampled, but I think you heard it just now.
Yep.
It's a pretty
I think sick.
Yeah, so anyway, thanks for today.
Alright.
Thanks for coming. I know you have a very busy schedule, but thanks for making some time.
No problem, man.
Yeah, and then we'll catch you at lunch later. Bye.
Alright. Bye.
Okay, and we're back. So hi Marcus.
Hi. Hello.
So what are we eating today?
We're having Beach Road Caesar's curry rice.
So basically it's at Upper Thomson, then we're just having some curry peng. Yeah, so thanks today for the podcast.
This is my comfort food with my comfort friend here.
There Okay, kind of cringe, but okay. Thanks for the podcast today. Hopefully we have more chats like this next time. Okay, and keep watching. Bye.